Hello.
Whoa, hello folks. So
Who have we got here?
welcome back. It's two-wheel exploration, and we've come to another World War II location. And this one is, I believe I've been here before. And obviously, I'm not saying I claim it, but I found it last year, and it's basically the first time that I think KERNOW's seen it.
It is.
And it's not quite a Type 2 pillbox. It's a bit of a different specification about it, but it's very, very similar. But do you think it's a lot bigger?
Yeah.
It is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And it's a different layout, and I would say from these large firing ledgers here that it's actually equipped for heavy machine gun,
Oh yeah.
which would imply that it's obviously a bit more important than your regular pillbox, because it's in suggesting that this pillbox is in a more important location, well, a more important to defend location, basically, folks. So so we're going to get the Kel on, and I'll hand over to KERNOW. He can do the rest of his intro.
Okay, so welcome back, folks. So we've been wanting to work with Adam for a while again, because Adam's been busy working, of course. Like, modern life does prevail. So we've got our beautiful oil lamps with us today, as you can see. There we go, folks. So, and you should be able to hear us nice and clear, because we're both mic'd up. So I think what I might do is I might lower you a minute so you can tell that this is not in the edit sort of thing. This is exactly how you get it from us, raw and unedited. So let's get you a bit lower there. So there you are. So hopefully you can see us all nice and clearly. So this is a Type 20.
I'm not entirely sure what type of pillbox this is, but I would say it's definitely for the armament that would have been in here is significantly more than the Type 2 pillbox.
Yeah.
Because it's got these large ledges around the edge of the firing ports.
Yeah.
And obviously, I can picture in my mind possibly a Bren gun, or maybe an American 30 cal machine gun on its tripod, just set up. Or even a Browning, possibly.
Yeah.
But as to whether it was ever used in anger, well, it would have never been used in anger, but I'm pretty sure that it would have been equipped with some decent weaponry, and obviously probably manned by the Home Guard or the local group of soldiers that were tasked to man it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they would have carried out many drills. And it's basically, it's one of those weird places. It's out of the way, but it's not out of the way, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was lucky enough to come here last year in the daylight, and managed to come in and have a look around. And I was quite impressed with it, because it's in good condition, and the walls are actually painted inside. Now I have no idea if that's original or not, but it's a bit of a peculiar sort of shade of yellow, isn't it, the walls there? Don't know if you can see that, folks. It's like a bit of a funny kind of yellow. And the ceiling is painted as such as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm actually wondering... And
That looks like gloss paint.
Yeah, there's some... if you look at the ceiling above it there, you can see some other shades of other paint that possibly would have been in there, maybe a green, or... I've no idea.
Yeah, it's like a green tinge coming through here, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it was vandal. Yeah, I think the blue paint over there, that's definitely, perhaps it's had some kind of purpose in the past or whatever. Maybe some kids have turned it into their den or whatever, but it's a difficult thing to know, really.
It is, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I looked up there, your lamp wasn't there.
Do you want it there, or should we have it higher?
Wherever you want, mate, that's
okay,
fine. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. But,
so we're here to catch up, folks, and a brew. Gonna have a brew, and then we're gonna have a very small investigation, just to see if there is potentially anything here, which I very much doubt, to be honest. But it'd be rude not to try. So all I've got really with me tonight is the Necrophonic app and the K2. I haven't brought anything else. It's like somebody said, sometimes it's always best just to sit quietly to see if anything jumps out at you, isn't it?
Yeah, perhaps we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps we'll take a different sort of approach.
Yeah. Always a lot better to try new things.
And see what comes out of it, folks.
Yeah.
But, I'm using my new little gas stove, which I featured on
It's brilliant,
couple
folks.
of my recent couple of videos. It's a very cheap one, and it's a bit like the one that was I watched it a while ago. One of the crew members of IKS Exploration, apparently he had one similar, and apparently had a gas leak, which I had a similar problem with, but I've narrowed it down to the fact I wasn't actually screwing the cylinder on quite tight enough.
I think that's what the problem I had last night, because I've got one very similar, folks, but I don't think, because the hose at the other end which goes to the burner, mine wasn't attached to it, right. And I don't think I've tightened it up properly. So I need to sort that out.
Like all these things, folks, I mean, I've been a pioneer of the old methylated spirits burner for the last few months, and it's great. Don't get me wrong, it's a great way of brewing and cooking up, but obviously if you're just out on a windy day on the bike and you just need to stop for a quick brew, you don't necessarily want to be waiting half an hour for the kettle to boil.
Indeed,
so,
yeah.
So this is just my quick smash and grab, ready at the fingertips action stove, just for doing a few roadside brew ups. And I think actually, if you look at one of my videos I did, the very first time I used it was actually on top of the cliff on a really windy day at Porth Town.
I've seen the video.
Yeah. And that was literally, it was hot out of the box, folks.
Yeah.
And, I think it cost all of £10 and was purchased from a well-known eBay, I've given the game away, a well-known auction site, folks.
The thing is, though, because of the state of the country right now, nobody wants to spend a lot of money, do they? So it works. It works. It looks good.
Yeah, it works good.
And that's what you want at the end of the day, isn't it?
And I guess like anything else, the key to longevity with any of these cheap products is to care for them. Don't leave them out on the grass overnight so they get rusty and destroy themselves.
That's correct. Yeah.
So, I'm guessing it's getting a bit hot there. I wonder if there's any progress where we're not far from a boil. No idea what's happening there. I know that I think that's the wind. There's a draft getting in here.
I can feel that there is.
There is a draft getting in here.
Yeah, the one I got has got a preheater on it.
Because
it's multi.
It's got its own little built-in piezo ignition.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
That's quite handy.
Yeah.
I've not had anything that quite advanced, folks, in the past, so it's actually quite nice to have that little feature. It's quite a few times I've headed out on the bike to make a cup of tea, and I've found myself where I've left home without a lighter, folks. So
we had an issue last night actually, because I got a lighter, but the one I used last night, it just didn't want to go. So do you know what we did to get the oil lamps going? The stove. We lit the jet boil because that's got an igniter thing on it. And it worked.
That is uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just dawned on me that actually I'm not actually filming anything.
You're not filming? Oh, God.
What I think I might do is I might quickly, without upsetting any apple carts.
That's all right. You carry on.
Put my little camera there and push the go button. And hopefully see what sort of picture we get from there. Yeah, we can just about see a faint glow of something.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
hello.
I have got, if anybody's struggling to see in the darkness, I do have an additional light source which we could possibly employ in a moment. But I know the GoPro cameras don't do that well in the dark, do they? No, they don't. Yeah.
I do have that other light on that GoPro there, but do I put it on or no?
It's up to you if you want.
Is it going to be too much light?
Well, are the folks going to be struggling to see what we're doing, or?
I think they can see us, but I have the light there. It is fully charged. If you want it on.
Well, try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See what,
all right. Okay. Well, I'll turn it down because it is quite bright at times. So I'll have it at the lower setting. There you go. Here's that.
Yeah. That's better.
Is that too bright?
Yeah. It's all right.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing, folks?
So, hopefully you can see us a bit better now. And yeah, so we're in this pillbox, and we've only just got here, putting the kettle on, and you know, there are all sorts of things are happening recently. You know, with I know Mark's been extremely busy out doing his videos and doing his drone.
Oh, just making it up as I go.
Squeezing in as much as he can. But the weather has really been pants, hasn't it, over the last few weeks?
Yeah.
1 minute we've been freezing our fingers off, and the next minute we've been looking for a canoe.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, so no happy medium, really.
On the way here, folks, Adam was driving along, and all of a sudden there was this water in the road. It's like, holy crap!
Yeah, it was like a small lake.
Yeah.
On the highway. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a hair raiser.
Yeah. So well, hopefully then we won't encounter that on the way home again.
No,
anyway.
we shouldn't do.
Yeah, but
yeah, no.
do you reckon that's formed today, that, with the amount of rain we've had?
It must be.
Yeah, it must have been
Yeah,
today.
yeah, because there's no way that
Yeah.
that was there the other day.
Yeah, no. So
Crikey.
yeah, it's pretty severe, isn't it? And
Yeah.
been going around, sliding around on ice all week at work as well. And just gonna.
Yeah, this is why the reason I haven't done any big trips of late, folks, is because I had a bit of an incident the other day. I haven't really disclosed it to many people, but we went into a hedge when we was riding our motorbike, and it gave me the heebie-jeebies, to say the least. So
yeah, that kind of thing can really put the
the
on
oh shit moment sort of thing.
Yeah. Do you want to get your cups out, mate?
Yeah, they're ready there.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, they're there.
Okay.
Let's get them there a minute.
Right,
Here you go. Have you got coffees or?
Yeah, I've got the
all right,
coffees
okay.
here,
If you haven't,
somewhere.
I've got them, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I haven't got a spoon though.
I've got spoons.
Ah,
galore.
good man.
Yeah, I've got the coffees. Yeah, now, the last few times we've been out with Kerno has supplied everything. Coffees, he's supplied, a lot of snacks as well, and, I've been a bit slack really, so today it's my turn, mate.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, no worries.
Brilliant.
And I even have the spoon here as well.
Yeah.
So,
magic.
Yeah, just going to return this to the bag a moment. And yeah, so it's nice to be out again. And
yeah, but it's nice to get you
now I think
out.
This evening we were going to go to a different location, weren't we, mate? We were
Yeah,
going to go down
yeah.
to Goonhilly Downs, down to the old RAF World War II chain home station. Dry Tree, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the agenda.
yeah.
But today, folks, the weather has been pants.
We've just had
and
continuous rain, haven't we, all day?
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
continuous rain.
Yeah.
And nothing really good you can say about the weather today, folks. Anyway,
No,
so,
not at all.
It's just been nothing but more of the same, isn't it?
Indeed, it has. Yeah.
Yeah. But just put that up.
Yeah, it would have been nice to go to RAF Dry Tree because when we was there a while back, we witnessed some strange activity.
There was a voice.
There was a voice, yeah.
There was something else.
So that's why we ideally wanted to go back there, but
we would have liked to have gone back there, but
the elements, folks. It's the elements.
yeah, the elements all stacked against us. Well, easy now.
Whoa, easy, Tiger.
Yeah, I know.
Would you like to give me a stir?
Yeah, of course, you can give yourself a stir.
Oh,
there,
thank you.
mate.
Very kind
Yeah,
indeed.
so,
There we go.
yeah, pretty good.
Sorted.
Awesome.
Right, well, I hope everybody's
Cheers, buddy.
ready for Christmas.
Yeah, I hope everybody's
I think well, this year we're the wife has decided that rather than going over to her parents, they're coming over to us this year.
Yeah.
So we've got to put on the festivities.
All of the festivities, yeah.
Yeah.
You're in charge of, mate. Yeah.
So we've been busy sorting stuff out and what have you. So it's been
doing the best we can, and just sort of getting there with it. But obviously, Christmas is a bit of a weird one, really, isn't it? Because it's not fun for everybody, is it?
No, you've got to think of people that are homeless and what have you.
Some people have a real, well, pardon the expression, but shit time at Christmas.
Well, they do, yeah. Everybody's got different ways of.
But wherever you are, we all wish you have a happy Merry Christmas.
Indeed, we do, folks. Yeah,
right,
yeah. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, and like helped me through the pandemic is basically, you know, all the coping with all the lockdown, all the stress of that was there's always a set of walking boots by the front door and a rucksack and a kettle and a stove.
Yeah.
And, you know, just kind of like keeps you sane.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A couple of eccentric old men out in the countryside sitting around a little gas stove, brewing up and talking about things. It's definitely better than keeping it all to yourself, folks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Keeping it bottled up, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, it was just something that helped me anyway.
Yeah. We're all coping with personal things. And
personal stuff.
sometimes even just an outing like this is a light refreshment, and it makes all the difference.
What we're basically saying is we're sad, folks. We don't get out enough. We're sad, no.
I've been sad for years, mate.
Yeah,
you know.
I've been sad for years.
I'm a sad old bastard, but never mind.
No, it's good. No. We are good boys, really.
Yeah.
We do try hard.
Yeah.
And well, as my wife does tell me from time to time, I am very trying, apparently. Yes.
Yeah.
But no.
If you say you don't argue, you're a liar, because I argue with my wife sometimes, folks.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't be without her.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be without my missus.
She's a good little maid.
Good.
Love her to bits.
And on the subject of wives, mate, we're sitting here empty-handed.
Oh.
Because
right, so I've got to put this down a minute, folks. Ooh.
Some wonderful homemade cakes.
Wow.
And, of course, we've got bloody everything here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What have we got here? I think that's mincemeat fruit cake.
Whoa.
In there. And there's also like a cupcake.
Oh, bloody hell, mate.
And in here we've actually got homemade mince pies.
Whoa.
And a piece of iced sponge cake.
Well, I'll have a mince pie if that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, no worries.
That's very kind of you.
We'll set
Thank you very much.
Set the jaws in motion.
Look at this, folks. Look at that. That's lovely.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah, magic.
Good having.
Makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, mate.
Silence.
Wow. Oh no.
Well, I knew that was going to happen. Would you be so good as to replace the lid, old man?
It's a bit dirty on the side, but...
That's alright. Very good show.
Splendid.
Put them back up there.
So in honour of the crew that were here, thank you for your service.
Yeah, definitely. But I guess it's not sitting in a World War II pillbox drinking a cup of coffee and eating a mince pie. That's pretty good, John. So have you got any ideas for the new year then, mate?
Yeah. I was going to get to that, but you've addressed it before me, which is fantastic. Next year, I want to get my boat out.
Sounds good.
And I'd like for you to be part of that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And next year, we want to get you underground, if you would like to. Don't feel pressured to do that. I would like to invite Darren on that.
Oh yeah,
because Darren's got a lot more knowledge of it than me. You know, yeah, I've got a lot of equipment, but equipment is not everything, is it? You know.
Definitely not, mate. Yeah, I would like that very much, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I would like that very much, mate.
But if you're on edge with it all, then you don't have to say you'll do it if you're not keen on it.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
There's no pressure, mate. Because I know it's daunting. Because you know,
it's not something I've done before. But we did that Victorian tank, didn't we? And,
yeah, that was good.
I did get quite a buzz off of that, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's actually quite a nice you know, quite a nice thing to be able to do that, I would have thought. And I'm looking for one of these, yeah, I knew I had one in there somewhere. Just the thing for messy fingers. Yeah, I've got a nice military ration wet wipe here.
Oh, splendid.
Yeah, which is great.
I'm alright actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I just had a bit of a thing with a tassel on my waterproof trousers, so I just tie it up before it destroyed itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Right. No. So yeah, next year. I think if you would like to come with us,
yeah,
then we can supply you with a helmet, harness, and all that jazz. And
yeah,
folks, I will try my best not to swear.
yeah, I'll try my best not to scream and holler. Yeah, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, but no, we'll definitely do that. I'm just a little bit worried. I think I'm a little bit concerned about, you know, endless ladders, if you know what I mean. You know?
Yeah, we're not going down that ladder way.
Yeah,
no,
just a bit of underground snooping around sounds alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound alright.
Yeah, the one that we got, I don't want to mention it by name because there's people that shouldn't really be going underground without the right kit. There's a lot of folk that go underground not even wear a helmet, and I don't condone that.
But you're always going to get that though, won't you?
You are.
You're always going to get people, you know, doing things without the proper know-how and without putting themselves at risks, like, you know, and potentially messing it up for everybody else.
Well, that's just it. Yeah. So when we do go underground, we'll go in one that you've seen from us before, but we won't go on this particular ladders that you've seen.
Yeah. That's fine. Well, I mean, I've watched quite a few of KERNOW's underground videos and stuff. And
yeah, sorry about the swearing.
No. I've always been quite impressed by it, actually, and especially when some of the things you can see underground, like the stalagmites and and all these, like the minerals and like you can see the sometimes. I mean, which one was it where you could see that seam of tin in the rock?
Yeah, that was where we went down with Chris and David, and we was down at very deep level. It was about 200 metres down that one.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, it is amazing what can be seen underground, and it is amazing what artifacts are still there.
Yeah, I bet it is.
You know, like the rails and the wood.
You can also see like old tools and stuff.
Yeah.
Been down there for like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
That's I've always found that very, very impressive. That bit. Like, you know,
it is.
the fact that you can see all these old, you know, hopper wagons and and, you know, tools, pickaxes and stuff. And
that's right. Well, that's what Cornwall is built on, really. A lot of folk don't realise that Cornwall is a mining location, but
gives you an insight into like what it must have been like hundreds of years ago to have to like work down there all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, must
something
have been
else.
Pretty grim, to be honest with you, folks.
Yeah, is that too bright? That
no. I'm just seeing if I can. Yeah, I think we're actually lit up quite well.
Oh, good. Yeah, it does look like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I've seen a lot of videos in the past on YouTube. There's nothing worse than staring into the darkness. Thinking, what the hell are they doing?
I've done that before, and it's not ideal.
I'm probably guilty of it as well with some of my videos I've done in the past.
But you've improved, mate. You've slowly improved, and your quality of video now is awesome. So
thank you very much.
You know,
that's great.
it's all good.
You know, that's all I've been. You know, I don't want to be better than anybody else.
No. But you're at a level now.
I just want to be, you know, able to produce videos that folks can watch.
Yeah. Well, you do, and you have, and it's good.
Great, yeah.
So you know, you have slowly improved, which is the right. Awesome. It's the right way to go, isn't it, folks? Let's grab that coffee a minute.
Yeah, I left mine up there.
I got mine there. There we are.
Yeah. Whoa. Bit of a hard sit down in the chair there.
Oops. Yeah, Chris did Chris yesterday. The thing is with these chairs, you just sit on them. You don't move to the left or right really.
Yeah,
but Chris yesterday moved to the left, and we heard a snap, and then he was moving around a bit more, and then all of a sudden he was on the floor.
Oh, a chair collapsed. Oh God.
I didn't film it. That's the thing. I should have filmed it. It would have been a right laugh.
No, it's just nice to be out again, mate. And
So
I've been tied up with work, been very, very busy.
Yeah.
And
it's all good.
Secretly daydreaming of the next occasion where I can just break free of it all and just come out to, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to I used to do a lot of historical reenactment when I was younger, you know, and I'm not going into any details because I don't want to offend anybody, but yeah, it was a bit, what should I say, a controversial sort of like, you know, historical reenactment, like, you know. And,
yeah, but the thing is, mate, my son Charlie is getting quite attuned to that now, and he wants to do some of that. So I don't know.
Well, I think what it was is basically, you know, because
you don't need to mention names or anything like that.
I mean,
if you don't want to.
No, I've just been learning about World War One and World War Two history since I was about 10, or maybe a bit earlier than that, and.
It's an interesting subject.
In many different ways. Not really, it's so interesting in glorifying it all, and you know, it wasn't all just a great big party and medals awarded to everybody and all that, but the history of it fascinated me.
Yeah.
But all of the way through it, when I first started learning about all of the historical events and also campaigns, battles, equipment, weapons, all these things, there's one thing I just could not ignore. Was that the German army equipment.
Oh, it's really good quality.
The Air Force, the German Air Force, the German Navy, it was just, you know, okay, yeah, you know, not really thinking about their cause, if you know what I mean, but just thinking about how well equipped and well trained they were, you know.
Yeah.
And some of the equipment and the vehicles and
well, they were very high quality.
Yeah,
it's like for instance the MP40. You look at that, and it's every part of it is every detail. You know, it's brilliant. And like the K98.
One of the things I know with the real one, I've had the pleasure of actually holding a real one and field stripping it and looking at how it's made up and stuff. You've got just like the British Sten gun, you've just got a bolt and a spring and a cocking handle.
Yeah, it's very crude, isn't it?
The MP40, the spring is enclosed inside like a telescopic tube. And the whole idea about that is to reduce wear by keeping out crap and foreign bodies and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just, but then it's the Germans, isn't it? They over-engineer everything, don't they?
Well, the thing is, you look at German technology now. Even it's really good. Even still, it's very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You know,
compared to what we can produce.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, but the engineering, the German engineering is only rivals mine. I can't say it's better than ours because obviously we had the Rolls-Royce Merlin, folks.
Oh yeah,
you know, which is the number one piece of technology that saved the world, basically.
Indeed, it did. Yeah,
and, but I think I did read. It was interesting. I read actually the first Messerschmitt 109, the prototype, the very first one that ever flew, was actually powered by a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine.
Good Lord, I didn't know that. That's amazing, isn't it?
And obviously then when hostilities began and stuff, Rolls-Royce said, "Oh, no, you're not having any more of those."
Yeah.
And
well, I've looked at World War II aircraft, and I've come to the conclusion that they were very streamlined. Like, for instance, the Ju-88.
Oh yeah.
You know, I've got a model of that at home, and I'm so impressed with it. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, we have always in Britain we've always had fantastic engineering brains.
Yeah.
We've also had amazing architecture, design, and stuff like that. And it's not really until we've been put under pressure and forced to come up with something pretty quick.
That
we've actually come up with something not just good enough for the job, but something amazing
that exceeds it, like the Supermarine Spitfire.
You know, brilliant. You know, the Mosquito made of wood.
Oh yeah, look at that. That aircraft is awesome.
Oh, the Mosquito. Yeah. Funny enough, this evening before he came out, actually, there was a program on about an airfield. I think it was an old World War II airfield. I think it's in the Midlands or somewhere. But it was actually where the Pathfinders were based in World War II.
Yeah.
It was talking about how lousy Bomber Command was doing. Before the idea of the Pathfinders, they were losing loads of aircraft, hardly hitting any targets in Germany, and the idea of these smaller, lighter aircraft going over the target, dropping incendiaries and flares, and starting fires on the ground and stuff. And then the rest of the bombers just heading for the flames and just and
just
keep
going for it.
And what it was.
It's a real insight, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a masterful idea, wasn't it?
Talking about airfields in the new year, maybe not right away, but when the weather gets better, And of course, if you've got the time, I would like to go to RAF St Mirren.
St Mirren, that would be,
because I've been tipped off. I'm not going to mention their name. I haven't said this to you yet, but I was tipped off that some of the buildings has been cleared of the undergrowth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think that's a must.
Well, I've actually, I mean, rather stupid. Whether it's stupid, I don't know, folks. But it's just.
Pardon.
Well, I'm going back got to be about 10 years now, at least, before my daughter was born. But it did actually go up on my motorbike. I rode up to St Mirren Airfield, and I even parked my bike on one of the hard stand lanes. And there was an old guy there. He was a farmer, and I had a chat with him. He's a lovely guy. Told him what I was doing, and I just wanted to know. I also mentioned to him that my grandfather did his training there before we shipped out to the South Pacific, because my grandfather was in the Fleet Air Arm.
Yeah.
And he said to me, "Oh, have a look around."
Yeah.
And I spent a whole day walking around the airfield, and I don't think I actually took any pictures. I don't think I did, because back then I wasn't into filming things, and I was just a bit of a always had a small fascination for a camera, just taking pictures in there. But you know what it's like, anything like that gets lost, doesn't it, over time,
Yeah.
I mean, could anybody, if somebody asked you to find a photograph that you took 10 years ago on your digital camera and stored somewhere on your computer,
well, without the power of the internet,
after about 3 or 4 hard drive failures and upgrades,
the thing is, back like 10 years ago, I wasn't really on the internet as such.
Neither was I, to be honest.
And if you didn't have the power of the internet, things are going to get lost, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
And
now we've got the cloud, haven't we? Everybody, it gets up to the cloud, and
Yeah. Well, what I normally do with pictures is on chat, on Messenger, what I do is I dump a load of pictures on my own profile, and then they're backed up. And you can just take them off whenever you want them, sort of thing. Which is what I normally do. But
we was talking about the cloud 10 years ago. We'd have said, "Yeah, it's a bit cloudy, isn't it?"
Yeah. They wouldn't know what you're talking about.
It's got to rain
what
today,
the hell's he on about? I don't know.
But no, it's good just to look back on things. It is.
Well, it's in hindsight, the way I look at YouTube and that, we're documenting history.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you can guarantee in the next few years things are not going to be as they are now.
Oh, well, no, And I've kind of like, in a weird way, I've kind of like filled my mind with all this stuff for years, and it's nice to actually sort of like voice it and tell other people about stuff.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be documented, mate, because if you don't document it on video, in years to come, no one's going to know, are they?
No, that's precisely right. Yeah.
And that's partly why I do the YouTube channel in a way. So, in the future, my grandchildren can look at what we've been up to when we were in our 40s and whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, the whole idea for me and two-wheel exploration is, I seem to have 2 big obsessions in my life. One is definitely motorbikes, and the other one is going around on bikes, and obviously history, So I guess the combination of the motorbike and the going around looking for stuff for history, and I think I've kind of done all I possibly could have done with the resources that I've had, but perhaps in given a bit more time and a bit more resources and change of situations, then I think it would be nicer to actually go further afield a bit. And the bigger stuff.
I must admit, mate, I'm stumbling now for what to do, because I've done it all. I've done it all.
Yeah, you have. You've done a lot.
That's why, folks, we've covered a lot of old ground of late, because it is so difficult to find something that is new.
And I've done quite I don't know that many, but 3 or 4 over the last few months. 3 or 4 re-releases of videos, and they're just things which I think I looked at the amount of viewers that they've had and thought, well, they've not actually. I thought that was a really good video, and it hasn't had many people see it, so I'll re-release it.
Yeah, well, I've done
You know?
that recently as
Yeah,
well.
and I've just you know, just to sort of give things a second chance.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Well, now that you've got more subscribers, like myself, you know, the new ones will get a chance to see some of that stuff, because if they didn't,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you know, it's difficult, isn't
In
it?
actual fact, I'm not sure how many it is. I'm actually going to check.
I haven't. I did share a link to your channel the other day because I wanted to drum up some more support for you. But
Yeah, thank you very
yeah,
much.
you're welcome. It's all right.
That.
I don't need any more support because
No, well,
our channel's doing well, isn't it,
really
folks?
well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
I just stared right at that light then.
Oh, sorry, mate. You know, do you want me to turn it the other way so it's defused?
Whatever. Yeah.
Because I can do. Right. Okay. Right. Bear with us, folks.
No connection. We've got no signal down here.
No signal. Oh dear. Right.
Unless it's just.
Bear with us, folks. We're just going to be a bit wobbly for a minute.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah.
There you go. It's kind of like
see us.
defused it a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, one of the things I was worried about here, about coming down here, was I thought to myself, people are going to be able to see the light outside of the gun ports.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better, yeah. And I
Oops,
actually realised that, no, it's not that bad, because all of these gun ports have been, they've grown in by nature.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
There might be a little bit of light showing, but nothing really. So I hope you can see us okay, folks.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
that's not too wonky.
yeah,
There you go.
the only downside is it's a bit sludgy in here, and it's a bit, but then it is in the middle of winter, you know.
Yeah.
When I came here in the summertime last year, it was quite, you know, it was quite dry and pleasant inside. And obviously, you know, that was well over 6 months ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the season do change quite a bit, don't they? And,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
but you know, it's fairly dry. I know we got the odd drip, but you know, I'm not worried about that. Yeah,
but,
so
for anybody watching my my video as well, which I'm recording, and I will before we leave, I will give you a show around again in here of what it's about again, you know.
yeah,
But yeah, no, it's just nice to you know. In fact, also as well, there's only one more thing I would like to plug, just a little bit, is without you know, going on about anything, is Two-Wheel Exploration, folks. We've got a Facebook group. It's called Two-Wheel Exploration Historical Interest, and it's a group where anybody of followers or subscribers, you can join the group, you can post pictures, you can bring up things that interest you or possible ideas for places we can go, and
locations.
you know,
Yeah.
and it's moderated by KERNOW as well. He's one of the moderators. And you know, it's a place where you can just talk and chat and ask questions, or you know, I mean, we haven't quite got to the bring and buy sale thing yet, have we, mate? No. But
No.
We're not really. That's not really what it's about. But
No.
please, you're welcome to join Two-Wheel Exploration Facebook group, which is Historical Interest, it's called. And you know, that'd be great to see a few more people on there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, the same with KERNOW's group as well. Is KERNOW EXP has its own Facebook group, and you know, a lot of people, other YouTubers use Instagram.
Yeah.
And they use what's the other thing they use? The Instagram.
TikTok.
No, not TikTok. What's it called? Instagram and Twitter. No, we don't do Instagram, folks, and we don't do Twitter. So
We
you know.
we do Instagram, but I don't upload that often, and I'm not really that. I just don't get it, but I do upload to it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it.
No.
It's all a bit geeky.
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah,
it's all a bit geeky.
we do have a
Yeah.
presence there, folks. So
but,
if you are on
know,
there, then you know.
But, you know, we've just about got our technological abilities together to get our heads around Facebook and YouTube. So
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So, oh, I've done far too much waffling, Conan. So what have you got anything you want to?
Yeah. Well, we'll carry on with what we got planned next year. Well, this year, folks, we did have some plans to go to North Cornwall near Tor Point, but it didn't pan out for various reasons. But I'm hoping next year to get to the Tor Point area. The reason being is because there's Napoleonic forts there.
Yes, yeah, Napoleonic fort, yeah.
And there's a HAA there, and there's a canteen there, and I've been in contact with them, and they basically said if we buy a meal, we can have a look around the HAA, which is good news.
Yeah, that's good.
The thing is, around that area, there is a mass amount of military stuff.
Yeah.
Because of Plymouth, Devonport,
Plymouth, yeah. And obviously Plymouth was attacked almost daily.
Yeah. Obliterated, wasn't it?
Bombed, and I think I did actually hear a story from my grandmother a long time ago, how about my great grandfather was actually he was actually involved in an air raid on Devonport docks.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Many years ago. Yeah.
Blimey.
So,
well, my granddad, because obviously I've got two granddads, as we all have, but
yeah.
my dad's dad, he was military reservist, and he was quite young at the time. I think he was about 19, and he was going to go and join the army, but he failed the medical. So he was sent to Plymouth to have the medical, which was strange enough. But he said to me that during an air raid, and he had to go down into an air raid shower and what have you. But he said to me that Plymouth was heavily bombed, a lot more so than anywhere else in Cornwall.
Yeah, and I mean, evidence of that is you can one of the big roundabouts in Plymouth, isn't it?
There's a church there, isn't there?
There's the bombed out church.
Yeah.
And it was never ever rebuilt.
No, it's still the same.
Left.
No.
Yeah. And that's a sort of testament to it, really.
Yeah.
But then I guess Plymouth having Devonport Naval Base.
Well, that's a big target, wasn't it? Really.
Definitely. It was a massive target.
And that's why the Cornish side of that area was so heavily defended for anti-aircraft and what have you.
Of course, in the vicinity, you've got the Naval College, you know, Dartmouth.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's not a million miles away, is it?
And Tregantle Fort.
That's right. Yeah.
And obviously, you know, the Devon.
Tregantle, that's on the Cornish side, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
There's also the anchorage, wasn't there? The fleet anchorage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah. So.
So you could imagine.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
The Luftwaffe flying low there and just.
Yeah, I'm just going to get my camera a minute. So
okay.
I can give the folks a different alternative view.
Alrighty.
I've no idea what we're sort of looking at here, folks, but yeah, I'm just going to stop for a minute, I think, and just to see what I've got, because the last thing I'd want is to give the folks hours of drivel. You know,
yeah. Well, ours is going to come to an end in a minute, and then what I'm going to do is do a little bit of paranormal. Just chuck different video, not on this one. You know, just an idea, just to see if we get anything. We might do, we might not. Possibility. The possibilities are endless. Nice and clear?
Yeah, not too bad. I think what I might do is I might light up the room a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, folks. Yeah. So carrying on. Next year we want to finally get over to North Cornwall. Well, it's north to us. It's not really north.
Yeah, north.
East Cornwall, isn't it? Really. I would like to get over to RAF Davidstow and do a video there. I have been there before.
Yeah.
I filmed there before, but the video's a bit crap, to be honest.
I mean, I've been involved with the museum at Davidstow as a reenactor.
Yeah.
For quite up in the last sort of 10 years, I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
And also, it's a good idea, perhaps first, to visit the museum.
Yeah. It gives you a bit of an idea, isn't it?
About the airfield.
Yeah.
But it was the largest airfield in Cornwall, and it was a originally built as a Class 2 bomber airfield.
Yeah.
So it's actually built. The runway was actually lengthened twice.
Really?
To
Good lord.
accommodate the B-17.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Blimey.
It was lengthened when it was
Jeez.
built in 1940. It was lengthened to allow the Lancaster bomber to touch down, and then obviously when the US Air Force came over in, was it 42, 43?
Yeah.
That's when the runway was extended even more.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the
Bloody hell.
B-17 was much larger aircraft.
Yeah, 4 engine.
Yeah, and well, I mean the Lancaster was a
4 engine.
4 engine, but the Lancaster was maybe not quite as big in dimensions.
Right. Yeah.
And certainly didn't have the payload.
Yeah.
Of the B-17, but
Yeah.
but
Crikey.
both very closely matched aircraft.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the fact that the Lancaster was powered by Rolls-Royce Merton engines, whereas the B-17 wasn't. That may have had something to do with it.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. RAF East Kirkby, I've been following them for quite a while. They're restoring an Lancaster to airworthy condition, apparently.
Yeah, and another good little airfield, which is no longer an airfield, but it's closed. It's a little place called Harrowbeer.
Right.
RAF Harrowbeer,
Where-
which is up
where's
in,
that to then?
believe it's near Yelverton in Devon.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good. And they've had a few sort of historical days up there and stuff.
Have they really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
folks.
yeah,
Good lord.
it was
Right.
quite good.
That's interesting.
I think
Yeah.
I did go up there once, a very long time ago,
Yeah.
to Yelverton for their museum.
I don't think I've been there,
Yeah,
ever.
that's definitely some. So we got a few ideas for next year, folks, and some other bits and pieces. Just like
Yeah, so if we do something like that in the future, then I'm quite happy to chip in for the fuel,
yeah.
because, it all...
we could
helps,
do that.
doesn't it?
We could do that.
Yeah.
And hopefully I don't want to blind the folks with that, but
That'd be all right.
that's
Okay,
how's
so...
that affecting yours, mate?
not too bad.
Yeah.
So we'll just stick mine there, actually.
Yeah, and maybe I should point it at the ceiling a bit more or something. Is that better? Point it at the ceiling.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to cut this off in about 5-10 minutes,
Yeah,
because I don't want a
yeah.
massive gate-long video sort of thing.
I
But
don't want a massive video.
yeah, so next year, folks, we've got a lot of things planned,
Yeah.
or not planned, but would like to do.
Yeah, things we'd like to do.
Obviously, like in Adam's case, normal life, sometimes it doesn't allow you to do what you would like to do, isn't
No,
it?
it doesn't. No.
You know.
It takes over, folks.
Yeah.
As I'm sure everybody understands.
Yeah, of course we do. Yeah.
But,
But,
it's just nice to be able to do what we can, isn't it? You know.
Well, yeah. Well, I think regarding so your videos, I think you've done quite well this year so far.
thank you very much, yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
good year.
Well, I've aimed to improve it as much as I can.
Well, that's the only thing you can do,
Yeah.
improve things. But there's not a lot to improve, in the grand scheme of things.
And we did a shed live, folks.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
That was
Yeah,
good.
we'll have to do that again.
Yeah, had a bit of a Kernow had to do his mammoth stint talking session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure we can do that again in the new year.
Yeah. But
In your shed or my shed or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, great. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do then is I think there's a lot more we can do with her.
No, there isn't. So that's pretty much the end of the video, folks.
Yeah. So before I go, I'm going to show the folks around the pillbox, just in the darkness.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'll tell you what. If I just stand behind you, I can film at the same time and show
why
these
not?
guys as well.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Right, folks, so I'm just going to give you a bit of a tour of this pillbox. So we've got these very large, this big firing step here, and obviously the gun port leading out there. And there's lots of junk and a bit of derelict stuff in here, but so we've got this all the way round, and we've got this, the blast wall here, and this is obviously to protect the occupants from ricochet. And the unusual thing about this pillbox is, folks, you actually have to go down the steps, folks. I don't know if you can see that there. Down the steps and down in here. and this is the entrance to it, which is quite
Have
good.
you noticed to your left there's a bit of metal
Bit of metal.
on the doorway? See it there?
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah.
So there might have been a
what
door or
that's for.
something there.
Yeah, that's
You see that, folks?
that's a bit of ancient bit of ironwork there. Look.
Yeah.
No idea what that could be for. Yeah.
A latch for a doorway.
I'm
or
not
something?
sure if these things actually had any fixed door on them. Did they?
I don't think they did,
door? No.
but what's that for? I wonder. You know, it's
That's
a bit of
anybody's guess.
an
I'm
odd
trying to
one.
look at that as an old crayon or something down there, or ink cartridge.
Oh, right,
No
good
idea
lord.
what that is, but
Well, someone's been in here
yeah.
drinking beers, folks.
So, the other thing as well is we've got sand in here, folks. That could be a bit of a giveaway to the location, but
Yeah, but we're not going to say
we're not
exactly.
gonna reveal the location of it, but I'm sure the smart folks among us will figure it out. But
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
yeah, you know. So we got the kit there, and I've got this wonderful oil lamp that Kerno gave me a while ago, which is amazing.
You're
And they
welcome.
are smelling really sweet. They are, don't they?
Yeah. Magic, isn't it?
And yeah, but it's it's just another old pillbox. But you know, I did actually look on the pillbox register,
Yeah.
and I couldn't actually find this.
No?
And, oh wow, that's worked now. Just noticed that as well. Look.
Right,
Maybe
okay.
that gives a bit of a clue as to the age of the modification.
Sex
in it.
Pistols.
Sex Pistols. Yeah. In the old Anarchy
Yeah.
Circle. That's been there a very long time, folks.
It has,
And,
yeah.
don't know what that is. Oh yeah, Anarchy. Yeah. What's that?
Sod something.
Sword and
Plus.
yeah, God and I can't read it. No, it's just too old.
Is it
for
sod? No, God. Gone plus. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
Never mind.
but yeah, it's definitely been a bit of vintage vandalism.
Indeed.
Yeah, vintage vandalism. Sex
Yeah.
Pistols.
Blimey.
Yeah, and there's about 1 million snail shells in here, folks. It's
God save the
Yeah.
Queen. Down, down, down,
Yeah.
down. No, I better shut up.
Oh, that's alright. No, there is. No, we like that. That's good. Yeah, so I think that's about all we can do.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Hope you enjoyed it,
we're
folks.
going to put the kettle on again, folks. And,
We are indeed.
We'll be back again soon.
Right, so from me and Adam,
Yeah. Take care, folks.
I bid you farewell.
Yeah.
Cheers,
thanks a
cheers,
lot.
mate. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Cheers, buddy. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Cheers and gone, folks. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish all the subscribers and everybody that's watched our videos a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year on behalf of all of us here at KERNOW EXP and TWEX. Bye, folks.